it is up close and personal. I mean, China's huge. I mean, it's huge. When you're riding a bicycle, you don't see it a lot because maybe you go 60, 70 miles a day. That's about it. On a bike, you don't spend anything. You know what I spent on that trip? Including airfare from here and almost 4 months in China, including airfare, I spent about $3,500. It's a break apart bike. It goes apart, goes into a bag that's legal to take on a plane. When you're on a bus or on a tour group or something like that, it's hard to really interact with the people. I mean, it really is. But when you're on a bike, riding down the road through these little villages and stuff, it's really pretty cool. I missed a lot of things that a lot of people who go to China would see. Like, the only thing I did in Beijing was change planes. So I didn't go to the Forbidden City and all that kind of stuff. I didn't see the Terracotta Warriors, yada. I didn't go to the Great Wall. So I missed a lot of those tourist attractions, which would be cool to see. I never have an itinerary. Most of the time I go to these, I don't know where I'm going. It's not that important. I mean, I think when you start getting a really set itinerary and you have a schedule, then it's a real pain because, I think people get really frustrated, especially in these countries like this, if you're on a schedule and you gotta be somewhere, and then the bus breaks down, or it doesn't show up, or it's late, or whatever, then people get all bent out of shape. When you're on a bike, it's pretty interesting because you make a lot of contacts that you probably normally wouldn't. People always want to know what you're doing. They'll stop and talk to you. Anyways, this guy here, was staying at a guest house, and he was asking me what I was doing, yada, yada, yada. I told him anyways. I ended up spending a week with him, and he took me up to some amazing places. We went up into the hills with these guys. They were doing some relief work for this school up in there. And yeah, the other really cool thing about it was I got to go to eat in some places. There's no way to hell you ever would have found these places by yourself. These guys knew the best places in all these little villages. It was real authentic Chinese. I mean, incredibly good food. I was standing in the street floundering around trying to figure out what to do. And she was a college student there, and she came up to me, she spoke English. And she said, "Can I help you?" And that happened a lot. If you're with a tour group, I'm not sure that would happen. I think that once you get out of your comfort zone, that's when the really fun, good stuff starts happening to you. I'm a horrible tourist. I mean, how many museums can you look at? It just drives me crazy after a while. I mean, and that's kind of when you're on those tourist trips, that's what you do. You go museum to museum to museum, yada da da da. And so you see the things that you're supposed to see. When you're a traveler, you're looking for the things that are off the beaten path.